Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I use my over 20 plus years of coaching experience to break down goals scored in the Premier League on every single team, no matter how pathetic they are or if they're running for the league title. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, because it's true. It does make you a better person. It's just true. I asked my mum, she said yes, it's true. If you subscribe to the channel, you're a better person. So yeah, it's gospel now. Right, so we're looking at the Arsenal destroy Sheffield United. Quite honestly, I think everyone expected the score to be something like this. One of the things, though, I don't really judge teams on the name on the back of the shirt or on the front. I couldn't give a crap about the actual, who the team is, where they are in the league. I just say what I see. But we know Arsenal are near the top, and we know Sheffield United are near the bottom. So that's exactly what happens here. I want to show you, as they're pushing back, you can see Sheffield United are in their back pretty deep. There's this massive space here, though, and this is a team that's basically defending deep. Look, they're trying the hardest, but all of a sudden a pocket of space opens up, and I think this is Declan Rice that picks up the ball here, and he's going to put the through ball. You can see it. He spots that pass in there. You can see it straight away in behind there. Guy's making the run. He's beating the full-back. You can see he's got eyes on there, but then Declan Rice realises something, and if you can realise it now, I'll give you a second. What does he realise? He's got loads and loads and loads and loads of time, because this midfielder and this midfielder here are panicking. Actually, he's already running back, you can see, to go and intercept the pass. He's panicking so much. Look, you can see, look, he's already going. Declan Rice has already seen it. Now, that space opens up even more because he relaxes. When I start doing my coaching courses and actually teaching you how to coach properly in the summer after the season's over, I'm going to explain to you why you should normally play two-touch football and not one-touch football, because one-touch football is predictable. If he just played that pass first time in behind there, so I've got to put my camera on so you can see, because I'm right in the sky with my fingers. This guy's automatically assumed he's going to play the ball in behind there, right? And that's what you're doing if you're playing one-touch football. So it's a bad practice, because all of a sudden the guy takes two touches on the ball, and when he does, 1, 2, moves it forward, this guy runs away because he expects the pass to already be there. Declan Rice is a good player. He's gone, no, I'm not doing that, mate. I'm using the space that you've just given me because I've decided to take a second touch. And because they're panicking and dropping off, he's all the space in the world. Picks out a pass, knows what's going on, and no one here is doing anything. It's 3 players, 1, and they have no idea, because they are all expecting the ball to be played down the line. No one's really switched on or paying any sort of attention that the ball could possibly be coming in, and it already is. Before they know it, bomph, touch, quality little touch, to be honest, and a quality little finish straight away. And that all comes down to the fact that they're playing a system and they're not playing football. And let me sort of clarify that a little bit. When I do proper 4 or 5 day coaching courses, I go into this quite a while. When you're playing the system, sometimes you're not playing football. What does that mean? You've switched off from marking your player and doing whatever, because you're all supposed to get back, be tight and compact, and you're so focused on doing point A, you forget, well, there's a football involved, and if he holds on to it, you can go and tackle him. They forgot that. That's exactly one of those moments there. And if you understand that, well done. Because that's a shit explanation. It normally takes about 45 minutes to explain it. But let's get on to the next goal. Okay, here we are on the next goal. It's Arsenal scoring from a corner. Shock, they normally don't do that. So what I'm going to point out right now is one of my favourite things to point out is you need to have players on the post. It's important. Remember, they are not marking the post. They are using this as their starting point so they can come out and clear the ball. Let's imagine the goalkeeper, right? And I don't want 2 people on the post. I either want the goalkeeper to control the front zone, right, and have somebody on the back post, or the goalkeeper step back and control the back zone and someone on the front post. Why? Watch this. This is a classic example, right? As this ball comes in, bump, they're all, bashing around the goalkeeper. You can see how big this open gap is here. We're not worried about the gap. Remember, we're not trying to defend the goal. We're trying to clear a ball. That's the difference, right? Wash, in comes the ball now. You still have all of this gap there. If you're marking this post, you're staying, not on the post. You're holding your position. Your keeper's made a save. But remember, because he was a little bit too far forward, which is completely acceptable, he hasn't got a strong enough hand on it. So he needs backup. That's why, if he was on the back, he wouldn't have to. He could have catched it because he can trust that someone on the front post is going to deal with it for him, head the ball away. But now, as the ball breaks, if someone was on that post, right as I said all along, marking the post, the first thing they can do is run out and clear the ball and kick it away. Unfortunately, everyone is running around like idiots, doing all sorts of stupid stuff, raising their hands, not marking, all sorts of crap, and not actually doing anything. And the first one to react scores a goal, and he does. All of that can go away if you just set up your 6-yard box properly, which they don't do. Let's get on to the next goal. in true Crash fashion, I don't really pay much attention to the highlights until I actually start recording. Yeah, I want to show you this again. Remember, if someone's just stood there, everyone else is being idiots. Look, this guy here is not even watching the ball, absolutely doesn't know what he's doing. But as this breaks down here, Bomf, you can see he would have just run around and just kicked the ball away. There wouldn't have been any issue whatsoever. No problem whatsoever. But they've caused it by trying to wrestle players and do all this stupid stuff instead of just doing basic football stuff. That's the reason why it's still basic football stuff. It's because it always works when it's done correctly. It has for almost 100 years. That's why they do it. Yeah, they're smarter than you. They know more than you. They were doing it a very long time before you. And idiot coaches come along and tell people to hold players. Like, look at these clowns down here holding hands, trying to go on a date. And these guys over here, look, just play football like the way you're supposed to, and you will win. This is probably the best goal of the lot. Sometimes when you've all experienced it, if you've been playing, someone scores a goal on you and you just go, well, that's a bloody good goal. So it just happens sometimes. You cannot be mad when someone has just done something great, and someone's done something great here. Now, should there be pressure on the ball here? Yeah, 100%. Look at how much space this guy's got. I mean, he's got all the space in the world. He can run up here, make these two defenders make a decision, and that guy just wants the ball at his feet because he scored a couple of goals. He's got all the confidence in the world, and confidence makes everything change. Look, Bomf takes a touch. He's expecting it to come back in, and he goes, no, watch this. Have some of that, and whacks it in. Should the keeper done better? Yeah, probably. But I cannot stand this. I cannot stand this. See this guy here? Got his hands up, complaining. Stop complaining. Go and win the bloody football, you idiot. Yeah, good strike, good goal. I could break it down from Sheffield United being terrible, but there's enough of terrible Sheffield United to get to. So let's get on to some more. It wouldn't be the Premier League without dodgy VAR decisions, so here we go. I quite think this challenge is outside the box, if anything. It's not inside the box. Look, it's so tight. I could probably look at another 5 angles, but to be honest, given that's a penalty, especially when you're like, I'm all about the letter of the law and following the letter of the law, but when the other team is already up 3-0, there's a point of going, we're not really going to give him the penalty because it's so close on the line. Maybe not. If you're giving anything, maybe a free kick on the edge of the corner of the box. They give a penalty, they score it. Yay, penalty, someone scored. Great. We'll get on to the next goal. So again, we're going to have a little quick look at this. Nobody on the post. Big bundle in front of the keeper. Wow. Let's see what's going to happen. Is anything going to happen? Ball comes in as a melee. Like, I cannot stand this style of marking. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. The ball is behind him. Here's his shoulders and his head. He's facing away from the ball this way. He's got no idea where the ball is. He can't even see it because he's too busy trying to foul this guy here. This is why they're getting scored on. Everything else is irrelevant. If you're just not actually just trying to win the football, you can't win the football. He's not. He's trying to just manhandle this player. Completely and utterly idiotic. Let's watch what happens as this moves forward. Bosh. Bit of a flick. Bit of a bundle. Oh, look, someone could come running out on the post and clip the ball. Doesn't. Flicks it in. Away we go again. And a lot of that, actually, I don't think the post player would have made any difference there whatsoever. Let me backtrack a little bit. That comes down because one team, Arsenal, is trying to play the football, and the other team is just trying to foul everyone and push them out of the way. Just win the bloody football. God, they're terrible. I would be firing their coaching staff in the morning. If you've got your players on a corner trying to just wrestle with players and push them around instead of just kicking the football away, and it happens twice in the same game. It's not like Arsenal outplayed them with some magical passing. They did that on one of the goals, and they got a good strike on the other ones. The other ones, they just, they tried to win the ball in the penalty box while the other team didn't try to win the ball. But there we go. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.